How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Weeb Lounge. I am Nick. In this character spotlight, we have a new top tier crazy elf fairy girl lolly character, double S tier, whatever the heck you want to call it. This is a character you better get. Yes, we finally get a playable version of Ameth, and she's been in the game since day one. Absolute day one. Background character. Don't want to give away any spoilers or anything, but she's been around since day one and is really core to this whole game. And now, 4.5 years later, we finally get a playable version of her. It's a Prifest character. If you haven't rolled for her yet, you don't have much time. I was trying to get this video up as quick as I could or whatever, so you might have a little time left. If you haven't rolled, roll. Before I even get into the skills or anything what she does. If you haven't rolled, and I need to clean my glasses because this video is going to be, yeah. Okay, this character is double S tier plus crazy character. I'll get into more details about that. Let's go ahead and get into the skills. And the first skill I'm going to get into, go all the way down. Whoop. Special skill. I gotta go with the special skill first. It is Scudetto, Italian for like little shield or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm Polish, I speak English, I try to read some Japanese, and then I try to do that into Italian. Things might not go so well. If I got some of these extra translations wrong, just mention down in the comments and yell at me, whatever, okay? Scudetto, Italian for little shield, increases the physical and magic defense of all allies by 15% off, and this goes off the moment she hits the field. First thing she does. And so that kind of makes her really good for arena too, if you think about it. You know, she comes out, boom, defense, right? That's kind of handy in all aspects or whatever. But yeah, she does this, then she does like her skill one, then she does this again. Okay, that's like the rotation. She starts building defense like wicked quick. That's one of the reasons why she's so good. All right, back into the regular rotation. Skill number one, Luce Creativa, which I think is Italian for healing light, which does make sense because it heals one character with the lowest hit points and gives them a full 15% damage cut effect, magic and physical. Okay, it's not a 15% defense boost. It's not a 15% damage absorption shield or whatever. It is a 15% damage cut. If you do 100 damage to this character, it will only effectively take 85. It is 15% off the top all over. That's pretty good. I mean, granted, it's single target, but, you know, that's pretty powerful defense there. Skill number two, Torre Spredente. Is this some Harry Potter crap? Like Bobus Maximus, this is the spell that we need to learn for a few characters. Just saying, it's a Bobus Maximus, wave my wand and things inflate. Whatever, I'm imagining things again. I think it means like amazing tower in Italian. I think, remember, I have to reiterate. I'm Polish, I speak English, I have ascendancy? A background, we'll use the easy word, background like Russian, Italian, Polish, you know, this should be the Axis Lounge, and then I surrender to France. Because Polish, we do things backwards. I'm going to get in trouble. Let's just get on with the skill. Amazing Tower, maybe. Increases the physical and magic attack power of all allies along with a full damage barrier. Also charges all characters TP gauge. The higher her magic attack power, the higher the physical and magic attack buffs will be. The barrier itself, and this is kind of important with this character, the barrier itself is what gives the physical and magic attack buffs. So if the characters suffer attacks and the barrier gets drained, well, those buffs go away too. So it's kind of important for her to keep refreshing that barrier and or get other characters to put more on. That's a lot of text and everything. Basically, higher her magic attack power, good buffs, barrier, keep the barrier up. There, I simplified it for you. Oh, man. See, the Union Burst. We got to go with Union Burst is the thing. Union Burst, Fiore Felicia. Damn it, Felicia. No, it's like Fiore Felicita or Felicita. It's Italian for like flower of happiness. I'm pretty sure I got that one right, and it makes sense. Increases the physical and magic defense of all allies, grants a heal over time, a hot to everyone, and deploys an all damage barrier. I always say all damage barrier because there's barriers just for physical. There's barriers just for magic, and there's all barriers. It's just damage in general, which starts to confuse me after a while. The barrier itself is a permanent effect. Okay, so you put that other barrier up, you know, the one that gives all the happy buffs and everything, and then you got this barrier. She likes barriers. She really likes barriers. She knows barriers, Scudetto, whatever the hell. So that barrier goes up, and then this barrier goes up. Then hopefully this barrier gets drained before that barrier goes down. But this barrier is a permanent effect, so if it doesn't go down, the other barrier comes back up, starts to stack, and it's harder to get rid of those buffs, and those buffs could end up stacking with another barrier. Did anybody in the world follow what I just said? More barriers are good, keep up buffs. There, I simplified it again. The barrier will not, it's a permanent effect. The barrier will not run out until the character absorbs all the damage that the barrier can absorb. Okay, I'm going to throw her into combat, but here, there's a little bit of a problem. Tiny problem. A little bit of a problem. I'll go here because I don't know why I'm going here, whatever. She has no offensive attacks whatsoever. She has her special skills, she has the other skills, nothing is offensive whatsoever. It's pure defense with some buffs. That's it. So I was like, okay, over on Global, Halloween Kyoka is going to be hitting pretty soon, so I'll throw her in there, because, you know, Halloween Kyoka's cute. But then I realized she's more of a support too, so she doesn't really help all that much. It takes a while to get through this. Okay. So, Ameth along with Felicia, I guess. She'll see Felicia's coming. We know Felicia's coming, damn it. Okay, this is an SS plus tier 10 out of 10 character. We do not get many of these. In fact, it is incredibly rare that we have these. On JP, at this moment, there are only 3 characters that are considered true SS plus tier characters. That is, let's see, School Festival Uni, Nyne, of course Nyne, and now Ameth. Those are the 3. If you have to make a tier list, those 3 are at the top. Those are the characters that you try to re-roll for. Those are the characters that are going to be key in groups. This character is going to change the game, and there's already a lot of people complaining and moaning, I was going to use a different word, over at the arena that she's in here, and it makes some groups just ridiculously difficult to get through. Because of all the barriers, you know, the barrier on top of the barrier and the other barrier. And then you got Kyoka like making herself dizzy and buffing bats. Why did I pick Kyoka to go in here? Oh, because it takes a little while to get through this. Mine Ameth like charge. That's the one problem with Ameth. She does not charge terribly quick without help. Okay, now some people might be thinking, well, Ameth does a TP gauge charge. She does all this other stuff, the buffs, the defense, all that stuff. It's like, you know, what's the point in using her over, let's say, Summer Siren, right? Summer Siren is basically speed buff, some other buffs, and that big TP gauge, right? Well, with this character, Summer Siren her use might go do a little bit, okay? Because Ameth's buffs overall are good, with the exception that there's no speed buff. We need the speed buffs, right? But there's plenty of other characters out there that do perform speed buffs, and remember, outside of, I think, Karen, there's nobody that really stacks speed. The speed buffs don't stack. Outside of Karen with her one that's pretty decent that don't go away. It acts as a separate buff. Different explanation. So basically, if you want the same effect, if you want more effectiveness than Summer Siren, you throw her in, and then somebody that gives a decent speed buff inside your group, wherever that might be, and you got it covered. If you put them both in the same group, I can see it just being plain stupid. In a good way. Stupid in a good way. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, guys. Triple S character. You know, they say SS plus. It's a triple S tier. I hate doing the SS plus thing, because plus just feels like A plus. An A is an A. You put a plus next to it, and it's like, oh, hey, extra good. Whatever. Nobody cares. It's an A. I never cared. Did anybody else care? I don't know. I get an A plus, and it's like, okay, it's great. I passed. It's the same letter. You put another symbol next to it. I'm being really contrite, ain't I? And I probably didn't even use that word right. Okay, so here's the thing with this character. And my chair, I broke my gaming chair yesterday. I got parts ordered. Way too much, apparently, but, you know, such is the nature of someone who plays gachas. Anyways, this is a character that you need to roll for. Okay, if you're just starting the game, you need to get her. In the Prifest banner, Nyne, over there, Ameth over here, those are two characters that you absolutely need out of the Prifest banner. If you know, if you're just starting the game and you're doing re-rolls and you have all those extra rolls that you could do in that, is like a special banner that new people started off with that lasts like 3 days or whatever. It's essentially a Prifest banner for 3 days that new players get. Those two, Ameth and Nyne, absolutely need them. If you don't get them, start over. That's how important that character is. So don't waste any more time. Get this character. I mean, you get her, you get the 200 shards. There's the prize gacha on top of it with the other stupid stuff. And plus extra master coins, apparently, that I didn't know that you get, but you do get. And I really enjoy this because it's a lot of master coins. And they finally won. See, I'm talking and rambling to try to give them time to finish. This was my goal. Alright, guys, so I can't stress enough, SS plus tier character, one of only 3 such characters in the entire game, confirmed, 10 out of 10, and if you don't get her, I feel bad for you. We'll see you in the next video.